Hello everyone, and welcome back to the farm. My name is Sai, and in this video, we're going back to Stardew Valley. Last time, we unlocked the community center and got the backpack upgrade. Today, we'll be trying to upgrade our most used tools. The axe, the pick, and the watering can. We'll get into summer in this episode, but if not, 4 episodes per season, which would be funny. Anyway, if you like my content and support the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. So without further ado, let's get back to Stardew Valley. On day 18, I head outside and take the bars I cooked out of the furnace. I have a nice big harvest of carrots and potatoes, so I pluck them from the earth, watering what's left. I sell everything in the shipping box and make my way towards the town. On the way there, I find another dandelion spawn. I'm going to be showing you guys all the dandelions I find, since I called that they were going to show up now that I don't need them anymore. I head into Clint's and check what to get. Now, like I said last episode, the first tool I'm going to get upgraded is my axe, since I can grind the mines while it upgrades. As I break some geodes, I get a new gem for Gunther. I head over to the calendar in the town square to see how many days we have left in spring. We have 12, which is more than enough for another good round of potato farming. That's exactly why I head into Pierre and grab exactly 15 potatoes. Why 15, you ask? I don't know, it just felt right. I head home to plant my potatoes, and while I'm there I do some quick inventory clearing, poorly anyway. It's a very fast process before I head towards the mines. My energy bar's still high, and for anybody wondering, I've been doing a good job of giving Akame water. This has actually given me my first heart with my pet. In the mines, on floor 21, I mine some stone, find some quartz, and I find the ladder to go further down. On floor 22, I dig up some copper, find another quartz, and head down after digging out the ladder. On floor 23, I find a red mushroom. This is gonna help me get a start on another bundle. I think it's the desert bundle. I find an earth crystal and dig some more copper before moving down. Floor 24 is where I get my first Omni Geode. Not gonna lie, I found some of these last run, and I just got junk from them. I don't see the appeal of Omni Geodes over regular geodes. It doesn't seem like it gives you more artifacts or more copper. Just don't understand. Anyway, some copper and geodes later, I'm down on floor 25, and then 26, and here I just find a ton of copper again. Before I pass out, it's sent right back to the farm. That night, I got a visit from a fairy. I have absolutely no idea what caused this, or if I can replicate it, but it's very nice that all my crops are grown. Getting level 3 farming and level 3 mining in the night, I end off day 18. I wake up in my bed on day 19 and head outside to see my green beans have fully grown because of the fairy. This is honestly super convenient, and I end up completing the spring crops bundle in my first run, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I get a quest from Jody to bring her a cauliflower, and fortunately, I got a few good harvests. I'm pretty sure the fairy helped those grow too, but I'm not entirely sure. I water the crops that are left, including my green beans. Since I planted them once, they'll keep producing every 6 days or so, if I'm not mistaken. I head into town and head straight down to Clint's in order to smash some geodes, where I get another new artifact, the ancient drum. I head to Gunther to drop it off and head back into town. Breaking into Jody's house, I deliver the cauliflower right to her kitchen, which he would say is exceptional service. I then run to the community center and finally finish off the spring crops bundle. That's 2 bundles complete, and I'm very happy about that. I unlock the boiler room for my efforts and get some speed grow as a reward. Heading home, I sell what's left of my cauliflower and green beans, deciding to smelt some ore and craft a few pots, laying it all around till I run out of energy. I end up just sprucing up the area before heading to bed and getting level 4 farming in the night. I wake up on day 20 and water my crops. I head into town to Clint's to finally get the axe that I've been waiting so long for. I toss him a bag of gold when I get there, toss him my pickaxe, and ask him to upgrade that next. While I'm here, I'll also crack a few geodes, and this time I actually get my first piece of iron. What luck. I get back home and test the axe on a massive stump in my front yard, finally clearing the eyesore that's been bothering me since the start of the game. It gives me some hardwood, so I guess this is how I get the wood for that bundle. I continue with the rest of the day just laying down my paths, clearing the big stumps and the little trees, connecting the northern and western sides of my farm. I couldn't do the southern side since it's mostly rock, and since my pick's being upgraded, I can't do a damn thing. I also lay the path to my greenhouse, even though I haven't unlocked it yet. I might need it later. I head to bed tired, with my farm slowly starting to come together, and in the night, I get level 3 foraging. Day 21 is all the same. I wake up, head outside and water my crops, thinking to myself how great it would be if I got a rainy day soon. I spend some time in my inventory to see the new recipes I've unlocked, which includes the beehive and the preserving jar. This caught my eye, so I might look into how good it is. This was also around the time I remembered there was that weird log near the wizard's tower that told me I needed a stronger axe to head in that direction, so I ran to the southern side of town to see if my new upgrade allows me entry. On the way there, I come across what I can only call a traveling merchant, like every other pixel game I've ever played. They had some things for sale that intrigued me, but I was saving my money for upgrades. But I did see they were selling a carp, and given I'm going to be trying my damnedest not to be fishing this run, I'll try to buy as many of the fish for the bundle as I can. I find another dandelion spawn on the way and swing at the log. My axe doesn't have the right level to do anything to it, so I head back home. On the way, I drop the carp at the community center and head back home to lay some more paths. Just a little bit more clearing later, I head straight back to bed. There wasn't much for me to do today. I wake up and do the usual watering of my crops. Dang, the rainy days have been avoiding me like the plague. I see my pick is done, and I'm happy to go all the way down to Clint. Grabbing my pick, I was torn between upgrading my scythe, watering can, or trash can. I picked the watering can since I want to have higher capacity, and I'm tired of running up and down between the watering hole and my crops. The only issue is, my ADHD mind didn't think about how I was going to water my crops for the next 2 days while Clint upgrades my watering can. Silly me. Let's pray we get a rainy day tomorrow. I head back home to test the new pick I got on those big rocks that have been bothering me since the start of this playthrough, and it twangs back and doesn't seem to work at all. Looks like I'm going to have to save up to get an iron tool. I'm probably going to have to upgrade my axe to iron 2 to reach that new area. Feeling sad that my pick is not as strong as I thought it would be, I head towards the mines hoping that there I can put it to some better use. Heading down, the pickaxe breaks ore and tough stones faster, which saves me a lot of energy, and it does in fact break the big rocks in the mine, just not the ones on my farm. From floor 25 down to 27, nothing interesting happened, until I found this infested cave. These caves have absolutely no stone or ore, just mobs. I have to defeat all of them to continue on, so I went through, slaughtering everything in sight. I also faced my first giant slime and found a dwarf skull roll for the museum. On floor 28, flying bugs started spawning like crazy after the screen turned green, so I just ran to the first ladder I could find and headed down. On floor 29, I find a quartz, a bunch of copper veins, and slowly make my way until I reach 430. That's the only thing I wanted to achieve today, so I head back home. As I sleep in my bed, I get level 3 combat, and I'm absolutely grinding down these levels right now. But I assume I'll get fewer as we progress, and I still only have level 0 in fishing. I go outside wanting to water my crops and then realize I don't have a watering can anymore. Anywho, I run over to my mailbox and see that I have a letter. Reading it, it reminds me that the flower festival is tomorrow. Funnily enough, I didn't see the notification for the flower festival in my previous run, so I worked in the mines the entire time. But this time I will be going to the festival, since I really want to see what it's all about. I head into town and make a start on the new boiler room. Mostly what it asks for is things from the mines, like slime and bat wings. This time, I drop off the quartz I found and completely miss that I can give it some copper. Afterwards, I run down to Gunther to drop off the dwarf scroll I found. To get some deep description of it or a usable scroll was what I was really hoping for, but no, I just put it on the shelf and leave. Crazy though, I thought the scroll I found in the mines would give me some kind of mining buff, but no. Oh well. I do take a moment to look at all the artifacts I've discovered and brought to Gunther. We've gotten very few, but we've also gotten very lucky with non-duplicate. The more I get, the more duplicates we'll find though, so let's see how far we get before I finish the community center. Going into Clint's, he still isn't finished with my watering can, and I still can't water my crops. Now, I don't know when Stardew crops actually die, if it's in 2 days or 3. Even while writing the script, I don't actually know how many days it takes. But this is where I start to get worried, and with no rainy day in sight, I'm really starting to wonder. While I'm there, I break a few geodes and manage to get an earth crystal, so I run all the way back to the boiler room and drop it off, along with that one piece of copper I forgot. After quickly running home to clear out my inventory, it's right back to the mines we go. On floor 31, I find a brand new area I've never seen before. It's very rocky and very dark, and I get some copper before heading down. My main goal is just to go lower and lower, trying to reach level 40. On floor 32, I struggled to see the exit, so I ran around like an idiot before finally finding it in the dark somewhere. I literally had to turn up my screen brightness just so I could see that. 33 was far faster. I just find a bit of copper, find the ladder, and exit out. Floor 34 to 37, absolutely nothing special happened. Just the usual grind, going lower, usual grind, going lower. And I head home right at floor 37, crawling into bed. On day 24, I collect the bars I set to smelt the previous night and drop off all the junk I have in my chests before heading to town. When I got to Clint and the museum, they were closed. And then I remembered it's the flower festival. So I spent a minute to check my inventory to see what I can craft, if there's anything new due to all these level ups I've been getting. I decide I want to craft a preserve jar to do something with the strawberries I just got in a harvest, and I craft my first sprinkler just so I can test it out and see how it works. Heading over to the flower festival, I get to see a brand new part of the game. I spoke to absolutely everyone I could find, just so I could see what the new dialogue options are, and in doing so, I realized that our main man, our blacksmith, Clint, has a crush on Emily, and it was right then and there that I decided I'm going to send Clint to the chair. So, starting next episode, I'm romancing the hell out of Emily. This is mostly out of spite since I'll be giving Clint all my life savings, and I feel it's a fair trade. He takes thousands upon thousands of my gold, but he has to watch me walk away with his lover. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I head over to the mayor to start up the festival and watch a cute dance the NPCs do. This ends the festival rather quickly. The morning of day 25 I get a message that my watering can is finally ready, so I run down to Clint with absolutely no hesitation. Still closed when I get there, so I try my hand at the fishing minigame again. As you all know, I am atrocious at this, and I fail absolutely miserably before I head into Clint to grab my watering can. We've had absolutely atrocious luck, and in 3 days not a drop of rain. I break a few geodes, head into Gunther, and drop off the new artifacts I found. As a reward he gives me a few melon seeds, which are gonna be great when summer arrives, and I also get something called a drum box, which I could use, but it's probably gonna sit in my chest forever. After heading home, I make my first preserve jar, and put my gold star strawberry right into it. I have no idea if it'll increase its value much, I don't even know what strawberries make on their own, but anyway, we're gonna find out together. I finally water my crops after 3 long days, and thankfully absolutely none of them died, because that would have been very sad. But clearing out my inventory, I head to the mine once more. I'm so close to level 40. So I can get a start on iron. I have a design I'm working on, so I don't need to water my crops as much during the summer. I'm just going to be pushing for the next few days to try and get floor 40. Floor 36 and 37 were just a few good copper veins and nothing much else. I head down to floor 38, and this is where I finally use, probably, a core game mechanic. Torches. It is wild that I've been playing this game for so long, and I haven't once used a torch. But I'm kind of scared too. It takes one wood and one sap to craft a torch, and I'm kind of not happy using my wood instead of saving it for the coop. So I will mainly be saving my torches and use them in low light situations such as this. I also made these out of necessity, given that I struggled so much to get the ladder to the lower floors. I pretty quickly reach floor 40 and get a slingshot from the chest. I'm not going to lie to you, because I haven't used any of the weapons from the chests. The insect head has absolutely been carrying me these past 40 floors, and they probably would have been much harder on the way down if the insect head didn't 2-tap mobs. So yeah, I'll probably continue using it until I find something way better, but for now, the slingshot and the sword are probably going to be dumped in a chest later. I also completed the quest to reach level 40 in the mines, and for the next 5 floors, I just mowed down every bit of iron I could see. I didn't even realize I made it to floor 46, so I decided to exit out and go home, going to sleep on day 25. On day 26, I harvest what's left of my potatoes and smelt down all the iron I just mined. Iron also takes quite a bit longer to smelt down than copper does, so I might have to make more furnaces just to speed up the process. I still have a bottleneck on coal though, no idea how I'm gonna fix that because the charcoal burner is still ass. Heading down to Clint again. I'm way too early and he's closed, so I try my hand at fishing in the river, and I came so unbelievably close to fail right at the end, but we ball though. I run into Clint and break a few geodes, dropping off the new artifacts I found and heading back towards my farm. I only smelt some more ore and then head back to Clint's to check what it'll cost to upgrade my tools to iron. It's 5,000 gold, so I'm going to have to cuck him next episode. Dude, I am so going to cuck you next episode. On the way back home, I find a quest on the bulletin board from Robin. She wants an iron bar for about 350 gold, so I run up to her without accepting the quest. I then give her the bar, and she doesn't pay me. So, thinking I got scammed, I run back to the bulletin board and realize I'm still an idiot. And for some reason, I accepted her quest this time, but I don't go to complete it. Silly me. When I get back to the farm, I start setting up the framework for the new sprinkler system. I can only craft 3 more, but I'll start to carve out the vision I have for my farm into summer, at least until I get a better sprinkler system, because watering just 4 blocks kind of sucks. After setting everything up, I feel satisfied with the progress I've made thus far, and I feel like this will be a great place to end the video. Next episode, the first things we're going to be doing is trying to figure out how to make friends and gain hearts. With that, we've reached the end of our episodes. We've got 3 main items upgraded in our inventory to copper, and we've added another goal to our playthrough. Cuck the hell out of Clint. Next episode, I think I'm going to start working on that. I also want to get a start into summer, given that there's only 2 days left of spring, so it's probably going to be a new season, and with that comes brand new crops and new bundles to complete. Be sure to shoot me a like or a subscribe if you enjoy my content, and feel free to give me a comment if you enjoy the video, is there anything I should change, or if you just like my voice or the style of gameplay I do. I like to take my time with games like this and actually learn about the different processes and not get way too deep into min-maxing. But if we get through this whole year, I'll do some more research on ways to make money instead of just having fun, and maybe min-max a little. But until then, my name is Sai, and I thank you so much for watching.